Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Pacers. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're ranked 6th in the Western Conference. Maybe not a title contender, but absolutely one of the better teams in the league. Pacers, Timberwolves. Up next. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Indiana. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
Right now for the Pacers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Indiana, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the locker.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Now here's Gobert. To the inside. Here's Randall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Indiana moving it around. Siakam outside. They set the pick. The 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Randall outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Edwards with the stop.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Randall passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. Here's Randall. Randall is doubled. Out to Conley. 6 to shoot. Now McDaniels. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Nesmith. Turner for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Jaden McDaniels. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Miles Turner.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And he's good on the second.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
First free throw is good. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for It's Game.
Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Fifth best, Michael Conley.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Halliburton against Conley. Now, here's Halliburton. Defense is right there, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That's good from Halliburton. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Halliburton hits them both.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Now, here's McDaniels. Last game he had 13. Inside, here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Nembhard. Turner with it from past the arc. Sinks the triple.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Outside Edwards. A floater. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam. The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Halliburton kicks to Turner. Here's Nembhard. This game he had 12. Back to Turner. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. finish off the break. That's now 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Here's Siakam, and Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Conley. He has yet to score. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's rebounded by Nesmith. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Siakam misses.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Nembhard. Edwards defending. Nembhard with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Nesmith finds Halliburton. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards inside. Nembhard covering. Offensive rebound. Randall uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here comes your Indiana Space Mates crowd.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniel.
For your Space Mates dance team.
Siakam, screen on Conley. Conley against Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. The fadeaway, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Turner's got 6.
And not a regular spot for Turner, but he shot with confidence, and that's what matters.
Randall passes to Alexander Walker. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
At the elbow, it's Turner. Over Gobert. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
A free throw drops for Gobert. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
Siakam finds Nesmith. Now Nembhard. Edwards defending. Turner with a screen on Edwards. Nembhard's shot is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Wingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Now, here's Halliburton, following the miss by Michael Conley.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Alexander Walker. Neesmith covering. Out to Conley. Shoots the three. The rebound by Halliburton.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Siakam against Randall. Back to Neesmith. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Yeah, that was a close one. In the end, they came away with the loss, and a big reason why was because their starters just kept fouling.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get a prolific score.
Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Pulls up, high post. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Gotta love how efficient Halliburton is. A confident shooter from the mid-range.
Right side, Edwards. Nice move, and there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Over Conley. Turner for 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start. So it's the Timberwolves now. 3-point lead. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
Yeah, those are the losses you can't worry too much about. You gave it everything you had, just time to move on.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton finds Turner. Turner with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Nembhard. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Minnesota leading by 3. Out to Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 15 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Back to Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Neesmith. Misses the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Now here's Conley. And here's Gobert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Gobert with the defensive effort. Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against the Timberwolves at Target Center. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Launches it. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Alexander Walker passes to Randall. Nails the baby hook. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Pass to Neesmith. That falls. Nice speed that time from Halliburton.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Edwards, no good. Here's Siakam. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Clark. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Ryan is checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 5. Right side, Mathurin. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Bryant, a screen on Clark. Here's Mathurin. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Halliburton for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Clark finds McDaniel. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Here's Halliburton. 6 points for him. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
First personal foul.
The Pacers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves.
One shot.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Reed. Over Toppin. No good on the fadeaway.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. There's a screen by Toppin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A moment here now to see the numbers for Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Free throw good, Mathurin.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
Mathurin hits them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
And that one's good by Clark.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
McConnell finds Mathurin. Here's Halliburton, and the wide-open shot from McConnell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Timberwolves. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Indiana on D, trailing by 2. Pass to McDaniels. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. 5 on the clock. A 3 for DiVincenzo.
Boy, Mathurin was on that shot all the way. Great defense.
To the middle. Indiana moving it around. Halliburton outside. And Indiana, another 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Dillingham. Scoreless thus far. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Indiana. They're on an 11-2 run. Halliburton finds Walker. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. And it's Halliburton missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by McConnell. To the paint. Here's McDaniels, and he's good on the 3-ball. McDaniels got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. The Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Halliburton drives in. Pass to Toppin. Outside Mathurin, and here's Halliburton, defended by DiVincenzo. And it's Mathurin missing. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Now, here's McConnell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Toppin can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Hey, Stan, the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of 3-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
And so he makes both from the line. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Down low. Takes it out to Siakam. Drains it from beyond the arc. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
And that's not an easy shot for a big. Siakam showing his comfort level from anywhere.
Reed with a screen on Halliburton. Driving in. Dillingham. Another miss by Minnesota. Indiana's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Halliburton passes to Nesmith. With some arc. Gobert with the block.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And so here is Indiana, following the 3 by Minnesota. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Halliburton. Minnesota shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Edwards. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 14.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Robert Dillingham. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. That's good from Halliburton. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Kept alive. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. Anthony Edwards on top.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Relentless, consistent, aggressive. There are plenty of words to describe him. He's a kind of scoring threat every team needs to compete at the highest level.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Back to Mathurin. Turner with a screen on Edwards. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
Randall left side. Shoots over Nembhard. Randall no good. Indiana's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. That gives them the lead. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Oh, here's Edwards. 38 points for him last game against Indiana.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way. Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Here's Gobert, and Gobert throws it down.
Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Turner with a screen on Randall. For 3, Siakam connects from 3-point range. Siakam's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Edwards with a tough shot. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. Randall against Siakam. Julius Randall with the rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards kicks to Randall. Back to Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Randall left side. Has to Gobert. Randall against Siakam. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Gobert dishes to Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Suns matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Captain Nembhard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Minnesota.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude. It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Siakam, right side. Turner with his screen on Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Rudy Gobert, second personal foul. 15 foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
One shot.
Now here's Edwards. Over Mathurin. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. Really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent, real together.
Got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
A look here now at Minnesota. They've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Now we get a chance to look at Tyrese Halliburton. The past month has been surreal. First in assists. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. First free throw is good.
and talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Even now, Stan, in his late 30s, Mike Conley's still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletic.
Gobert, no good. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Nembhard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Nembhard's got 9.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
To the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Randall. Second shot opportunity. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, Edwards will fight you on every possession. He gets the loose ball and instantly attacks.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. Nembhard with it. Edwards defending. Just 5 on the clock. Halliburton for 3. Bangs on the trifecta. Halliburton's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Now here's Conley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Edwards. Gobert the screen. Edwards cashing in from outside.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Here's Nembhard. Edwards defending. Pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. And finished off by Halliburton.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you sleep.
And here's Randall. Outside Edwards. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Nesmith. Siakam looking around. Nembhard. It's stolen by Edwards. Driving, it's Edwards. Yep, that one goes in there. Edwards got 33.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Pacers 4th.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they pass the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
First one falls for him. Good on both. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Gobert with a screen on Halliburton. Conley finds Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
Now, here's Nesmith. McDaniels defending. Here's Halliburton. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Now, here's Edwards. 33 points for him. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with it. Randall outside. The tray. The rebound by Turner.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
That puts them in the lead. Halliburton's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's to Gobert. Now, here's McDaniel. Guarded close. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Pass to Nembhard. Conley against Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Halliburton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Gobert with a screen on Halliburton. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Edwards. Good. Nice job down low. And now that's 35 points for Anthony Edwards. The Pacers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And here's Halliburton. He's got 31. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Another great decision in the career of Mike Conley. As good as it gets moving the ball.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Here's Nembhard. It's stolen by Edwards. 3-on-3. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Now, here is Halliburton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Randall dishes to Clark. Gobert with a screen on Mathurin. To the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Out to Turner. Clock at 4. Those three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Gobert double-teamed. To the middle. Here's Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And that one falls for Clark. And Indiana making a change here. Toppin's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
The first free throw is good.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton.
We got this.
Siakam hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Reid with a screen for Clark. Down low. Fades. Reid gets the bucket. Reid's got 5 points so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mathurin with a screen on DiVincenzo. Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. There's the triple. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
DiVincenzo against McConnell. Hit by Reid. Here's Alexander Walker. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And finished off by Siakam.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo passes to Clark. It's up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 7.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's McConnell. It's deflected. Pass to Randall. 1:33 left to play here in the third. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
There's Siakam, guarded by Reed. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. The Pacers in 5th.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
And he knocks down the first one. Walker's checked in for Indiana. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Miller's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:14 left in the third. DiVincenzo finds Clark. Reed with a screen on Walker. On its way from Clark for 2. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Pass to Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McConnell against DiVincenzo. Pass to Siakam. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. With the step back. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Minnesota.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Clark is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the power forward. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and Dillingham subbed in for Clark. A 3 off the inbound. Toppin can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Reed with a screen on McConnell. Launches a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
And that one falls for Dillingham.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he's good on the second.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Pacers trail by 12. Now Mathurin misses from close range. Inside, here's DiVincenzo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Mathurin, defended by Alexander Walker. 8 feet away. Indiana again missing.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Pass to Dillingham. The wide open look here for Ingles. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest. Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
To the inside. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Four on the clock. Stolen by Walker. Outside Mathurin. McConnell in the corner. In the corner, it's Toppin. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 14. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Reed finds Alexander Walker. No good on the wing three. Pacers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Now, here's McConnell. Halliburton outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Dillingham. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Reed. Guarded by Walker. Reed misses. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a 14-point game. Halliburton outside. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Halliburton against DiVincenzo. Pass to Dillingham. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off McConnell. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Andrew Miller is checked in for T.J. McConnell. Timberwolves also changing it up. Miller comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Edwards in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And it's Miller with the jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Mathurin. Pass to Walker, and here's Halliburton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's the lob to the hoop, and Toppin throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Oh, here's Edwards over Mathurin. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Edwards got 39.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And I love the energy you see from Mathurin inside, using his athleticism to win the day.
Outside Edwards. Miller sets a screen for Edwards. Up again, and it's Miller on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
And Walker kicks to Halliburton. Off on the layup. Timberwolves leading by 16. Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Outside Mathurin. Oh, good on the triple.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Who's watching him?
Pass to Dillingham. Miller with a screen on Halliburton. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Nembhard. Now Halliburton. Over Dillingham. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mathurin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low, here's Halliburton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, great job by Halliburton. Recognize the D being a little too aggressive there.
Tyrese Halliburton.
That's good from Halliburton. And some changes here for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. Halliburton hits them both. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Edwards got 43 points.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Pacers trail by 18. Outside Turner. Pass to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up. He lays it in. Halliburton's got 40 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Halliburton against Conley. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Conley dishes to Gobert, and there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Randall passes to Conley, and finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball over. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Halliburton finds Nesmith. Now, here's Siakam. Turner with a screen on Randall. Siakam passes to Turner. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
Miles Turner, 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And, you know, he may finally be rounding into form after what's been a tough game for him at the line prior to this trip.
Both free throws good from Turner.
And good to see him come through there. He's had a lot of problems at the line tonight.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Edwards, and again it's Minnesota.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Halliburton against Conley. Pass to Edwards. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Nembhard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, the defender all
At the
over
line.
him.
For Indiana, Andrew Nembhard, 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Nembhard. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Randall. Now Gobert. Turner covering. Gobert double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Now, here's McDaniels. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. 5 to shoot. Gobert finds McDaniels. No good from outside. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.